Good morning, everyone. Beautiful Tuesday morning. Enjoying my coffee. And it is really shaping up to look like it's a nice day outside. I hope you're all going to make the most of it. Today's video, I wanted to title it Who We Are as Officers, as Fathers, and as Men, and women for that matter. Because what makes us who we are? Why are we here? I was going through my paperwork, my awards, FEMA, the Department of Fire Services, Academy Awards for Advanced Driver Training, business and industry programs I've completed at Middlesex Community College for the Sheriff's Department, transcripts from Middlesex. I just wanted to let you know a little bit about myself because I've made a lot of videos and awards from Securitas Security Services. While I was putting myself through college, I started as a Pinkerton security. They got bought out by Securitas, and I worked at the Melrose Wakefield Hospital. I was putting myself through 2 years at Middlesex Community College and another 4 at Fitchburg State College, where I got my criminal justice degree. That entire time, I was a security officer and spent most of my time in the ER trying to talk to and calm down psych patients, putting them in 4-point restraints when necessary. I think I did the math one time. It was a long time ago. It was almost 1,000 restraints a year. It was a lot of work. And, I love all my awards and stuff, but it doesn't really say who you are as a person, and it's how you act every day. Anybody can take a class, fall asleep in it, and get through it. It's who you are on the street, how you behave with people. Even when times are tough, if you've been knocked down to your knees, it's how are you going to get up? How are you going to show who you really are? You can't carry around, your Melrose High School diplomas and, no one sees that. And just yesterday, I'm walking through Target, walking out actually, and there was a woman, and she was pushing her carriage, and she almost looked like, oh God, this guy's going to run me down going out the door. And I said, no, ladies first, please. And she goes, really? And I was like, yeah. I was like, of course, that's the rule. And she goes, there aren't many left like you. And I said, well, I try to lead by example. And that's what we as officers, as men, as women and mothers and fathers need to do in this world. How many people I talk to in the course of my day that look at the younger generations, what's being done to our country through corruption, through a lying propaganda media, and the corruption is at every level. Aldermen, city councilmen, mayors, senate, city, state, council, it's endless. And here we all are, victims of it. Okay? And I know when I went through the Middlesex Sheriff's Office Academy, seems like so long ago now, I put myself through hell, 6 months of the most intense training, awards, the stack is endless, to get the job done. Because when I signed up to be a police officer, I had watched my father be a police officer. I had watched the NIMLEC SWAT team, the Melrose PD, Paul Norton, who, I did a day of training with him, and it wasn't a day, it was a course for the school, but, we had a bank robbery in Melrose we had to respond to, and here I am, doing my thing, and going to the rescue with the Melrose PD. I have always wanted to be there to make people safe. to make our community safe. And it doesn't have to be running to a bank robbery. It can be stopping and letting a woman walk out the door politely in front of you. That is all you have to do to make someone's day, to make yourself look like a good man. And there is too much looking the other way. And it is costing us all dearly that we do not act like men anymore. That we follow policy and procedures rather than doing what is right. If we start arresting corrupt councilmen, mayors, senators, I mean, you know how it works. You start low, you work your way high. Because you start walking into City Hall, and instead, I mean, this is, the sad thing when I was an officer, I can remember when you would go out on the street, people scared of you. And I did not understand that until recently in my life, that, when you're not an officer, there can be that intimidation factor of the public. And that's been done by design because it's to hold the little guy down. And that is not why I signed up to be an officer. It's not why you signed up to be an officer. It's not why people that want to sign up now, that are going to go through the next longest academy in the history of this state, are going to become officers. They want to help their families. They want to help their cities. They want to help their state. And they want to make their country better. I have had to stand up and do what is right after getting my head handed to me. You know what? And I'm still standing. I'm still speaking the truth. I will never quit. I will never give up. And you shouldn't either. We have a country to save. And it starts with you, officer. We need to walk through City Hall and have the clerks that are doing something dirty for the mayor sit there in fear for a little while. We need the mayor in cuffs because what he's been doing is shady. And it's not going to take long, folks. We've looked the other way because it's easy and convenient. It's not easy and convenient anymore, is it? No, shit's falling apart all across our country. But I tell you, you put in the little effort now, you take down a couple aldermen, a couple councilmen, they're going to rat out this one and that one, aren't they? And then those arrests are going to happen. And those arrests are going to happen. And it's not going to be long before suddenly, who's going to risk doing these shady things anymore, knowing that their titles as judge, as lawyer, don't protect them anymore as U.S. Senator? Who cares who they are? President. Does it matter? If they break the law, why are they any better than you? Why do they get to break the law, hurt your family, hurt your community, hurt your state and your country? It is completely unacceptable. And it stops here and now with us. Because we have to stand up and take action. That is the kind of man I am. I believe that is the kind of man, the kind of officer, the kind of family, parent, mother you are. You will not accept this anymore. And we will stand together. You need me. You need me to stand with you because you think you're alone. You call me. You send me a message. I don't have a lot of means to get around, but if I got to take a plane, a train, if I got to walk to New York to stand with you, to Chicago to deal with Lori Lightfoot, who destroys her city, destroys her people, destroys her citizens, you're officers in that city. You are responsible for allowing that to continue. It has to end. It has to end now. I will never quit trying to make this country a better place. I will never give up, and neither should you. I have full faith in you. I have full faith that God is watching over each and every one of us, and we are not alone. Thank you. God bless you and have a great day.